Anthony Davis looks spectacular.
Yes.
Looks unstoppable. He looks like a top 5 player on the planet.
Hope on the cut, got it back. Hammer time. AD, what a play, showtime. This historic 2020 NBA championship belongs to the Los Angeles Lakers.
This is the best AD we not seen in Laker uniform, real talk.
This is the version of AD the Lakers need. This is what we've been talking about.
Right.
He needs to take over, be the guy.
Right.
If AD's the guy, if he's in the MVP talks, then the Lakers got something.
Yeah. He's playing spirited though. He's playing spirited through this little run, you know?
We all know he was capable, skill-wise, capable of this.
Yeah.
It's just about the mentality of going out there doing every night. He's the only one in the league that can match up with Greek Freak. And we say Greek Freak is the best player in the league. So when they went head to head and he gave him that 40 piece, I was like, oh, okay. Because before that, I watched Giannis play against AD over the years, and Giannis looked like he took it personal, and AD didn't.
Right.
For the first time, I felt like AD took it personal matching up against Giannis.
Now guarding Anthony Davis. Davis has been so aggressive, especially last 7 games. Knocks that one down.
AD is even probably more gifted than Kyrie in the sense of, I mean, you add 7, 8 more inches of height.
Yeah.
You know, his ability to dribble, shoot. I mean, all 3 facets. So I'm talking about 3-pointers, mid-range, low post. His defensive paralysis is uncanny.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw that in Kentucky before his offensive package was able. It was not even.
Yeah. It was a monster.
Right.
He's gotten so much better. Just, you know, I remember him as a, I want to say 18-year-old. We went to London 2012 for the Olympic team.
You don't want to hide the unibrow, though.
Oh, yeah. My guy like
Trademark, man. You go.
You know what I'm saying? AD in the building, my man Cole with the uni on, you feel me?
I'm talking, you had Kobe, Bron, myself, CP, Melo. It was like some real good players, and you could tell that he was going to be really, really special, even at that early age. You know, his stuff he was doing back then was really advanced. So to see where he is now, it's going to be really dangerous for people coming up here soon because he could do everything. He could do it all. He can shoot. He can turn around over his shoulder, shoot the hook shot. He can pick and roll, catch lobs. So he's just getting more comfortable, and some playoff experience is definitely going to help as well. So glad I got an opportunity to compete against somebody like that, and when it really means something in the playoffs, and you can just kind of see the growth that he's gone through as a player. So I can appreciate that.
A lot of people don't realize that, first of all, AD was a point guard back in the day. So he understands what he got to do out there on the perimeter. And for him to be as long as he is and the threat that he is defensively, it's tough. I remember a few times he switched on me this year, and it's tough. You know, it makes you second guess and you got to figure out how to get into a different type of bag to even score or create for somebody else. So, you know, that was a big adjustment.
Shaq,
Tell me about what you're seeing from number 3.
Oh, give me that.
Me and Charles saw a glimpse of this when he played in New Orleans, and we said, listen, in 2-3 years, he'd be the best player in the league, and he kind of slipped away, but listen, he woke up. Rumor has it they moved him to the 5 spot. He's taking a lot of high percentage shots. He's playing with great energy. He's playing MVP-like ball.
He is playing great.
He's playing some of the best ball I've seen him in a while, and I just hope he can stay healthy.
Yeah, I hope he stays healthy and keep playing like this.
His skill set is undeniable, and so like you said, when he's healthy, like he was in 2020 in that bubble run, like he's top 5 in the league,
No question.
Top 3. He's another one I've had great communication, great rapport with, and I just told him, man, don't get caught up in bullshit. Headline, man, take care of your body, bro, because this is not going to work without AD. Bron is going to continue to be great, but having AD available, especially with the guys we just signed, the young guys, it's going to be invaluable, and he's the centerpiece to that championship table that we're trying to build.
I call him Anthony Street Clothes Davis because he's always in street clothes.
I've looked at this Laker team. It's going to come down to one thing: street clothes.
Decent position on the catch, and that's what happened. Anthony Davis with an emphatic flush.
I can't remember another big man that could block a shot, hit the ground, and be at half court in 2 steps. He can be the most dominant player in the NBA on any given night. because what he can do defensively and offensively and physically.
Anthony Davis, man, the big mismatch. That's what I call it. And now he's one of the best power forwards to ever play the game. Sky's the limit for Anthony Davis. I mean, when he gets done, he might rewrite some record books if his health holds up for him.
We would have mutual respect for each other for so long. I've known him and his family for quite a long time now. He's actually at my basketball camp when he was in high school.
Crazy.
Wow. When I used to have my basketball camp back in my hometown of Akron, Ohio. So I've known him all the way from back then, and then just watching him from afar and seeing the things that he's been able to accomplish, even still at such a young age. This kid is 26 years old. He's 26 years old, and he I remember when I was 26 as well. He is in the prime of his game. We just complement each other so well because we're two selfless guys. One, it's all about the team, and we're two guys that care so much about our teammates being successful. And that's what it all boils down to.
It was funny because I was watching the game, and Robert Horry, who does the Laker games, was like, "Okay, y'all, I'm not saying it's Shaq." But no, Shaq, no. He said it like 3 times. I'm telling y'all, I'm not saying it's Shaq. But he's playing like Shaq in the paint.
No, but
dominated. I started laughing.
You know what's crazy? Chuck said this 3 years ago. He needs to go to LeBron and say, I'm option number 1. Because right now with no LeBron, he's option number 1.
Hey, with LeBron, he should be option number 1.
That's what I just said.
LeBron's 38 years old.
That's what he just said.
I know that, but I'm talking like...
He's taking more shots. He's playing more aggressive. He's not settling. See, when he's out there, taking a step back to LeBron, he's always at the line.
How do you do that, Shaq? How do you do that if your personality doesn't do it?
No, but...
No. Kobe does it,
When he was in New Orleans, he made it known that, hey, I'm the guy. And listen, LeBron is a pass first guy. So LeBron would respect that.
Nah, AD's been like, when AD has a bad game, it's just, I don't look at it as nothing serious because he can come out and do this at any given time. So regardless if it's LeBron out there, Russ, if it's Drew Holiday, any of the teammates he ever had in his career, this is who he is. So, regardless of a bad game or a bad stretch, it doesn't matter to him. He's an all-time great.
And mind you, I think I said we had a top 3 player in the league at this time, power forward, that I was trying to get to come to Indy. He wanted to come. I bring it to the front office. They deaded it.
Did you ever say who that was?
It was AD.
Okay.
AD. Me and AD talked. And AD wanted to come to Indy, close to Chicago. He was like, man, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Y'all got something going over there.
So imagine that.
So I bring that to the front office. They deaded it. We can't do it. Small market. Blah blah blah. I'm like, man, all right.
I had a lot of success, obviously, with one of the, I'm pretty sure a first ballot Hall of Famer, a fun guy, a willing listener. And like I said, he can do it all on the court. I haven't played with a guy this exciting since probably Kevin Garnett that can do it all and do the intangibles and make a difference on both ends of the court.
But right now, there's an MVP there in his sight. And I think if he's still on the court and continue to let his presence be a factor, he's going to continue to help the Lakers win. And therefore, it's going to help him win the MVP, I believe.
I need him to be aggressive and score. Every time. Don't just stand out there and pick and pop. We always talk about Porzingis. Him and Porzingis is in the same category for me. So for you to have 21 points in the first half and only end up with 28, that ain't good enough. A regular person gonna be like, 28-16 is pretty good. But no, not to great player standards.
Yeah.
You wanna be good, 28 is good.
AD is another unicorn. Was a freaking guard in high school to be this big guy, and I think that's what you see throughout his whole game that makes him so different than a lot of the big men you've watched growing up and playing the NBA. It's like he comes in the vein of the KGs and those guys that stretch the floor and change it.